Jai Gurudev, on the occasion of the International Women's Day, the Shri Shri University Women's Leadership Forum Charchika is so honored and delighted have this opportunity to have a conversation with our very dear Bhanu Didi and ask her some very important and relevant questions that all of us as women and especially young girls in our university, almost 50% of our students are young girls, and there are many challenges girls are dealing with today in life, and many dreams and aspirations that they are living with. So in this conversation we are going to seek some answers from Bhanu Didi from her amazing life experiences and from the profound depth of wisdom that she has to offer all of us in the world. Bhanu Didi, thank you so much for agreeing for this conversation, and the answers that we seek from you today are going to be very, very important pearls of wisdom for our young students and for all of us as women. So thank you for giving us time.
I am very happy to be addressing the Charchika, which I have already addressed in Shri Shri University. It's always a joy to come to Shri Shri University and be with all of you. Now we are going to be in virtual world, I say, but it's a very beautiful platform for all the women. Thank you, Rajita, for this wonderful opportunity. Once again, I'm interacting with all the Charchika, our women's wing. Shri Shri University is such a pleasant and wonderful university. I always love to come there. This time, of course, we are meeting virtually. It's nice to be with you all today. Happy Women's Day.
So should I start with the questions?
Yeah,
Didi?
sure.
So my first question to you is, Didi, you are at a stage in life which can be really called like a life lived very successfully. People aspire to what you have done and what you have achieved. What would you say is your definition of a successful life?
Success to me is measured in terms of smiles that you can keep and give it to others as well. And at the end of the day, if you have a good night's sleep and then you feel happy about the things that you have done, then I call that success. When you are a sadhak, when you practice meditation, you definitely have this ability to be contented and have the genuine smile.
So contentment, having a genuine smile, and the ability to sleep at peace in the night.
Yes.
Wow, that's so beautiful, because today, Didi, we are measuring success in terms of what is the position we acquire, or the amount of money we earn, or the fame we have. What do you think is the role of these things in measuring our life?
See, all these things are necessary. Economic independence, of course, money. I am not against earning. You need money for comfort in many levels, but for the mind to be comfortable, and then mind can make you what you have, it can make you, the joy can be multiplied by a good mind, a pleasant mind, and also you can feel the abundance in any situation, because it's all matters how you look at life, whether you are looking at the half empty glass or half full glass. Gurudev always says how it is your attitude, and for me happiness is attitude, and you can definitely have it, you can acquire that, and how you can do it is be content with what you have, and then also aspire for the good of many. Bahujana hitaya bahujana sukhaya, that is what is real wealth is. For me, of course, I feel all these things are necessary. If you have a big university, thousands of students are getting comfort here, right? They come and get educated. So earning for the university is a beautiful thing. The more you earn, you want to earn more. You don't have to say, oh, now I have earned enough, that's it. No. So there you need competitive spirit, there you need lot of money. Just now we heard that we are in the 12th, ranking the 12th university, among the 465 universities, right?
We got an award, Didi, now, a Green Matrix Award, and in the whole world now we are almost within the first 500.
See,
as a
that's
green
fantastic.
campus, and there are about 10,000 universities in the world. So we are quite proud of that.
So this is what I call it fame. Fame for everybody. This I also have the fame of being associated with Srish University, right? You have the fame as being the president. All of you have the fame being associated and students of this great university. So such things are necessary in life. So we don't have to shy away from wealth or fame, you know, when it is in the right place.
This is so important, Didi, today, because the exhausting pursuit of getting more and more is also causing, therefore, a lot of challenges in the lives of our young, the young generation today. How would you advise our youngsters to keep that balance, that the pursuit of excellence, pursuit of more, better, at the same time that contentment?
As youngsters, we need to develop this level of enthusiasm. But then enthusiasm should not be like, it should not overshadow our commitment, and ethical practices should be there. You know, the enthusiasm should be within that boundary. But at the same time, we should know that it's okay to have failures at times. It need not be all the time success, you know. Then there is some little failure, some hiccup is there, then next time you are more aware of it, you know, then we know to learn. That is where we learn. And then once you learn, you lead and serve. That is our motto, right? But then, you know, to learn also, we need to know that they never said once a student life that is finished after the college. No, always a student. You are learning every day, every minute, you know, every second there is learning, some learning is happening. And then learning means more than what you know, right? Something that is not known, you have to learn. So that is where we need to ascertain our strength, know that it is okay to be sometimes not in the first in the race also, but know that you are still in the race. So keep that enthusiasm. At the same time, we share and care, and know that there is lot of chance for us, there is avenue for learning more.
That's very valuable, Didi, because this is something that everybody is struggling with today. So how would you say that, because you know we are talking about success, and you also said that failure can happen. How would you advise, how should we deal with failure? Because sometimes failure can bog you down. So how would you advise?
I would say that it's okay to feel sometimes little down, or you know, failure has there, immediately disappointment is there. But if you can immediately, when you fall down and immediately you get up, you are not there all the time, you know, down. So you need to learn the skill of overcoming this. So that can happen when you manage your mind, you know, just how the mind can see from a bigger picture, you know, when you take a bigger perspective of life. If you see, we have had so many such hiccups or failures, you can say, challenges, even in the past years, we have overcome all that. If you see, when you are very small, you are worried about your small little doll. When you lost the doll, or you know, some friend took away your doll, you were so worried as though sky has fallen on you. And when you went to college, some girlfriend or boyfriend ditched you and you felt so terrible. And then life continued, but now you are smiling still. So looking at life, comparing this, you know, if you want to look at in the past and learn from the past and not live in the past, you know, these are the things that I have learned from Gurudev. If you also feel this pinch, you know, when you feel the pinch, then you want to say, okay, let me get up and let me do something about it. So the enthusiasm is also kept alive. Then when you look at others, they are all running still. So you also want to run, no? And then one more thing is, when you learn that, okay, this is just one falter, that's all, you know, there are so many steps to climb. When you know that I will have more opportunities in my life, and this is not the end of the road. To know all this, to have this confidence, self-confidence we call it, you have to be in the self, isn't it? That is, go to the source of the self, that is meditation. So I tell you, meditation has such a, in the mind there is experience, there is paradigm shift in a whole positive outlook. In fact, I would say, as I said in the beginning only, you either look at the glass as half empty or half full. So then life can take a different nice turn for you, you know.
This is so beautiful, Didi, and we are seeing this in Shishya University because all our students meditate, and they themselves share how that changes them, how it is making them more solid from within, able to deal with peer pressures, deal with heartbreaks and such other things that happen in this age, and move on. Didi, recently you had such a beautiful and very, very vibrant and very, very successful conference which was titled Circle of Life, and you had the theme of passion, compassion and dispassion. I want to ask on behalf of all young girls who are watching us today, what would you say the young generation of our world today, especially the girls, should be passionate, compassionate and dispassionate about?
I also had the great pleasure of being with the Shishya University girls, and some faculty members also were here. They're very sweet girls, I tell you. Thank you for coming and making it more alive and colorful. In fact, we catch on with your young energy. We feel also very uplifted and enthusiastic. That's why I wanted to invite the young girls. At the same time, I would tell you that, you know, keep up your passion. As youngsters, we have passion, passion for your goals, you know, in life, and then compassion in action, in fact, because when you have a passion, sometimes we may bulldoze others' interest, because we live in a society, we are gregarious, we are social being, we can't be secluded, alone, we are not living in some bubble, it's not in one island we are living, right. So, it is necessary to live with people. So, that is when you need to have compassion in your action towards humanity, to in your goals only. And dispassion for me is letting go, relax. For example, about the results you have to let go. I will do 100%, I have given my best, the rest is taken care by the divine, by the higher self. So, when you have that faith in the higher self, then you relax, and then whatever is best for you will happen to you. That is the belief, faith, no. Because in life there are so many unexpected turns, it comes with night and day, heat and cold, everything, there is so much of duality, we face. In such a case, expecting something, my way is the highway, that is how it should be, can bring in heartburns. So, that is where dispassion is so important ingredient for success, I would say. The so called success you can means have passion for your goals, compassion in your action towards humanity, and dispassionate towards the results. So, then I feel it completes the circle of life, wherein you learn so much from life, there is so much field of all possibilities opening up for you.
Today, Didi, the social media, the digital world has entered and overtaken our life, and many young girls today are unfortunately battling with their own sense of self-worth, because social validation has become such an important part of defining who we are. If you don't get enough likes for your Instagram post, it makes you wonder whether you are good enough or not. So, in this situation, what advice would you give young girls of how to maintain their self-worth while living in a world which is socially validated?
First of all, we have to come to these terms that social validation is not important for our success. Just know this, once you have been successful, anyway people will start praising you. You pursue your goals and you focus on that, instead of that. Now somebody, social validation is somebody will say very good things about you. If you see the nature of mind, 9 compliments are given and 1 insult, which one does it take in? Same thing happens in social media, and then people has more freedom to hurl negativity, negative insults, whatever, on you, because they don't even look at you, they don't even know who you are. So many people whom we don't even know, they appreciate, or they are also having derogatory remarks. So, this is where you need to come to terms that this is the virtual world and not the real world. It is like a dream world. In dream, however much you are fighting, when you wake up, there is no fight there. You may be in war zones in dream, but you wake up to the reality. It is important to know who you are, why you have come here for. So, what is the purpose of life? Is it just getting somebody's likes and dislikes? Instead of that, what we are doing, we have time all the time to look into how many likes, how many dislikes. Only in this, in this cell phone, you are lost in it, and your sister is sitting next to you, your brother is sitting next to you, your mother is there asking you question. You do not have time to look into that. You do not have time to smile at the real person in front of you. So, that is where we are losing out on this. So, somehow or the other we need to understand this. I really like in France, they said that recently they have said up to 16 years you cannot take phones to the school. Before it suddenly it became a menace, in all the schools, small children, 4th standard, 3rd standard, they are taking phones. So, they have said no phones, cell phones, no internet connection. These things are so essential now, because when we were small, we knew how to calculate, we knew how to tables, maths tables, we used to do that. Now everything they go into. Before we used to, after some time we use the calculator when we were in PU college or something like that. We have to learn tables by heart. It was a stimulant, it was to the brain, and we were bright children. But later what happened now, I used to remember so many names, I used to remember all the numbers, phone numbers. Now I do not remember my own home phone number. I have to look into it, what is your phone number, they have to see there. So, we have become really addicted to this, that mind has slowed down, I would say. Even though and then interest in life is slowing down, because information available at the tip of your fingers are not in the brain. So, what is happening to you is there is no stimulant to activate your brain. It is nothing so interesting. Everything chalta hai, I have everything, Google will answer me. You do not get prepared to anything. You go to some place for a talk, you do not prepare, or you do not even think about it. Of course, if you are very brilliant, you do not think about it, like you can answer from your heart. But then this has become a menace. So, I would say that just you have to change this. There should be a paradigm shift. You are the youth who is our future. All of us need to learn this, that we need to somewhere let go. Have dispassion towards social media. And now it is, they say it is not cool to be in the social media. Before it used to be you are not in Facebook, are you not in Instagram? They will say nowadays, and it is cool not to be in anywhere. I do not have any of this. That is what it is coming back. I am happy about it. Some things, it is very good in some ways. You are spreading awareness about good things also in this social media, but most of, I would say more than 70% has some negative influence, and also use it in the mature way. When you have the balance of mind and when you do not get swayed by this,
that's right,
then you can use it, I would say.
Recently, Didi, I saw one cartoon where one god in the heaven is talking to another, that who are these new people coming from earth, they are incapable of talking to each other and they only keep looking at their thumbs. So, it is a picture of people like this looking at their thumbs, and the gods are talking to each other. So, it is unfortunate like you are saying, but what I take out of what you say is that we can define how much we use it, how much we let it affect
technology
us.
Can be a boon or a bane.
That's right.
This is one of the things we had discussed in women's conference.
Yes, that's right. There are few questions I want to ask you, also from say the elder women, say 25 to 45 kind of age group. Today the world is becoming more equal for women, lot more opportunities are there for women in every field, but yet I would say we are not fully there, and it is all our experiences that there are still, there is still discrimination, there is pay inequality. So what would you say, how can women keep up their enthusiasm, keep up, because sometimes you can get frustrated and you say, no matter what I do, it is still not, it's not working out. So how can we keep up our enthusiasm?
I would say learn from nature. Instead of looking at somebody has got higher pay or they have got a higher ranking, instead of that, you know your worth, you know your self-worth, you know that you are capable. Instead of just comparing yourself with others, you focus on yourself, developing your own skills and how to be centered. Even in adversities, how you can bring your mind to, you see, in this, you need to, Gurudev always says, extend the sense of belongingness. No? Then, and in the house only, if your mother is telling, your grandmother is telling something, you don't really say, oh, my status is this and I am MA in Sanskrit and she is talking to me like this. No, mother or grandmother they don't address you as your lordship. If you are a lawyer, they don't address you like that.
Yes.
So then you let go of this craving. I would say it is, at the end of the day, if you notice, it is our own mind craving for attention with these things and then thinking about inequalities. If this was not there, if you didn't know about the other pay scale or this, if you don't compare it, you would be happy with what you have, right? So when a contented person is around somebody, they, by their virtue of their contentment, their nature, they gain importance anyways, any which ways. If you see Mahatma Gandhi, used to take the example, my father used to tell about Mahatma Gandhi, how among all these big people, very fashionable people, he will go in his dhoti with nothing on, and then his smile was his wealth, and then his mind was his wealth, his thoughts were his wealth. Somebody didn't give him respect, he didn't mind. Today he is called the father of our nation. So in life, for some people, they get things very easily. Some people, they have to struggle a lot. This also depends on purva punya, this some past merits they have earned. Something, because we all have come here, been there before, they have done some good merit. Like that, if you can attach goodness to every deed, then our mind is so free. See, after all, at the end of the day, we work for our happiness, for success is for happiness, to feel free. It's not like all the time comparing, feeling bound by this, feeling limited. So that's why Gurudev says, don't wait for anybody to empower you. Just feel that you are already empowered and walk ahead, march ahead. So this is my feeling, wherever you are, if you are a teacher or if you are a principal or a president or something, of the nation, anywhere you can find discrepancies, faults, or anywhere you can feel contented. I have seen so many beautiful nursery teachers so happy and joyful. I have seen the president of a country also grumbling. So it's not the position. When you can have the maturity of mind, that is not the position that's giving us happiness. It is you who is the source of happiness, not some position, not some money. So a happy person will attract happiness around them and success follows.
That's like the positive virtuous cycle, no Didi? Because otherwise, if you get stuck in what you don't have, then like in Gurudev says, what you focus on increases. That's a very beautiful advice, Didi. I think it's very liberating, because I see in my travels around the world that many times as women we get bogged down by what we don't have, rather than celebrating already what we have. So in that case, Didi, I wanted to ask you also, because you have created the forum for women from the world to come together, also rural and urban women coming together. What advice would you give? How can we as women help other women in their journeys of life or in their professional journeys?
I would say when you hold your hand like this, only so much you can hold. When you open your palms, the whole sky is in your hand. So that is how, when you are with people, you appreciate them, and you, in fact, all praises go to the divine. When you are loving something, painting here, or this beautiful flower plant, your attention goes to the divine who has created it. So that is why in olden days they used to praise you profusely. Anybody you meet, they will praise. And then that is a beautiful quality that really brings in lot of happiness and joy in people. So even if you feel uptight, you cannot sit there for long and feel uptight in a very cordial atmosphere. Help each other in the sense that be available. Anything you need from me, I will be there. And being a good friend is the best gift. Friendliness is the best gift according to me. When even if you need not meet them every day, but if you have a good friend anywhere around the world, you say, oh, my dear friend is there, you think of them, you feel something nice. And then giving timely advice, not all the time advising, and then
That's true. Timely advice, not all the time advice.
Because people don't want your advice, they want your ears, that's all. So have a patient hearing with them, or a smile, just being with there. These things will help each other, and not all the time criticizing. Of course, I am not saying painting a rosy picture all the time. If something is wrong, you have to tell them. But tell it in a nice, skillful way. It should come from helping them. They should know that she is not criticizing me out of jealousy or out of competition. She is really meaning good to me. So that is the love of a mother. Mother says something, you don't feel that she is criticizing you. You will say, oh, she is telling something, whether for my good or oh, like that only she will tell, you just brush it away sometimes if you don't like it. But you don't get into this space, say, oh, she is criticizing me wantingly, So like that, like a mother's advice, skillfully we can advise them. So, and learn from each other. In fact, I tell you, when we think that we are helping somebody, then also ego happens. So when you are with your friends or with anybody for that matter, that's why in our conferences we have created a platform for both rural and urban to come together, learn from each other. When you have this feeling that I have something to learn from you, then you feel comfortable with me. It's not like all the time I am advising you, oh, I feel, oh, I am higher than you. No, not like that. So this is Baladapi Subhashitam Grahyam. There is a Sanskrit saying that even from small children you can learn many things, good things in life. So like that, you create that learning space from each other. We both can exchange goodness and advices, and then let them know that you matter in our life. Everything matters.
For me, very important advice, Didi, that timely advice and not all the time advice. I think very, very beautifully put. And you were talking about this, and I was thinking about relationships, Didi. Today, a woman is still the primary sort of fulcrum which keeps a home together, keeps relationships together. But would you agree that relationships, as the world we are evolving, are becoming increasingly fragile, are becoming increasingly impermanent? Like in my grandmother's time, that there was so much forbearance, there was so much resilience. Now, you just can get up and say this is it and, walk away. What would your advice be to all of us as women to, nurture that space of forbearance, that space of patience, to maintain and nurture relationships?
That is, that we learn from our childhood. No? As mothers, we need to teach the children to be patient and share things with others. When we were growing up, always there never used to be like only two of us in the house, two children, but always there will be so many goodies. that we can share with others, not eat just two of us. All our friends would get the benefit of our thing, you know, like always we have to give it to others and then only eat, you know. So some values we learn from childhood, and also where you rightly said forbearance is so essential. So we need to we can practice all this. It is not necessary that you say, oh, my nature is not like that, I am a pitta person, high pitta, high strung and all. But if you are a pitta person, eat no properly. You have the remedy also. So for me, all these things, we don't have to live in the past, and then you don't have to live in a straw hut. Olden days, we used to live there like that, and we used to have different lifestyle, no, isn't it? We used to go in bullock cart, the roads were different. Now everything is changing, no? So we need to be with the change. Of course, be with the change. At the same time, maintain the values of, you can be friendly with people. You don't have to say that, oh, okay, just because I have a car, I have an advantage over all of you. No, it is, you may, your leg may pain, so you have to go in the car, and you are, others are so healthy they can walk, right? It is, in fact, they are they have advantage over you. So I would say that don't be proud of your possessions, and then, you know, when you respect elders, their blessings help give you merit to be happy. Remembering somebody fondly also, and then having control over your words is very essential. Gurudev says, no, that how you should speak, good, you have to speak the truth, but speak the sweet truth. Don't be harsh to people. So these things, when we are harsh, it shows our own mental makeup, mental condition. So all these things, I can tell everything we have learnt, all this, it's, we read in books, we find good values, moral values, but when it comes to the real, when you have to use it, you lose it, no? So that is when you need to do meditation. When you do breathing techniques, meditation, naturally it is inculcated in you. It gets, you gain the power to use it. The wisdom is not just in the head, and you can really make
practically it becomes, it is accessible.
It's practical tool for you.
Correct, correct.
So we do have such good wisdom from Gurudev. He has given so much, you know, one knowledge sheet per day you read, it really answers so many questions of that day, you know. That's my experience. So I would tell the youth that focus, you know, give your time in 24 hours. You don't have to be on the social media. 2 hours be on the social media, and then 1 hour you give time for yourself for meditation, breathing techniques, and then read some good books for half an hour. Do something nice like this, you know. Do a random act of kindness, help somebody who you don't know, or you know, do some dan, charity. So these things will help us to soften our attitude in life. Otherwise we become so kadak, like, you know, harsh. Without our knowledge we become stiff. In every human being there is such a beautiful soft heart is there, you know. To tap into that source is a skill. That is where Guru is so essential, to make you realize that you are so beautiful, you know. So that is what they say. They don't say follow me, follow that and all. They say look into yourself, how beautiful you are. So we are so fortunate. Even in Sri Shiv University, you are also fortunate that you meet Gurudev so often.
Not as often as we
I
would
know,
like.
I know this is coming, but we have such a good fortune, you know. Just count on all these blessings rather than counting on your failures. I don't have this, don't have that. You know, you are so meritorious. I would say you are so lucky. We are also lucky.
Didi, you spoke about the beauty within, and that is also something as women. Beauty is such an integral part of our presence, right? External beauty as well. But that is also today something which people, women are grappling with, the idea of beauty. What does beauty mean to you?
Beauty is appreciation in life. So it can be any appreciation, you know, like appreciating your good qualities, exhibiting your good qualities, a beauty for me. You know, if somebody is so kind, so gentle, that's beautiful in them, that's a beauty in them, you know. So they say that what your heart feels, that shows in your face. Agathin alagu mugathil theriyum. There is a Tamil saying that how your beauty at heart reflects in your face. I would say instead of doing makeup and all, do that also, and I don't mind. But that beauty inside the heart, nurture that. It's a beautiful field. When you nurture that, that shines. Say, believing that I am beautiful, you know, have rather than asking for others' appreciation, know that you are beautiful. Then it comes forth. You know, it is not, beauty is not skin deep, isn't it? That's my feeling. I have seen so many beautiful people. Even Gurudev says, no, even 80-year-old with all wrinkled skin looks beautiful. Yes. How Gandhi keeps on coming to me, how old Gandhi was, so beautiful in his smile, without teeth, so much. That is what their heart was, so beautiful. You know? So even today we remember them after 150 years so fondly. It is, I feel that focus on that inner beauty, then you naturally will get the glow in your face.
And who better than you to say that, Didi? You are so beautiful in your heart and in every way. I have always wanted to ask you this, Didi. I have said this to you also before. You achieve so much in your life very lightly. Like by the by, you write another book. By the by, you release a CD. By the by, you have recorded a new chanting album. How do you do so much, and how are you able to keep that lightness? I have never seen you feel burdened by needing to do something or complete something. How do you keep that?
Because I have a nice friend like you. Because I have so many good friends around me who appreciate all this. I get pumped. No, not really. I just, it's a blessing. I love what I do, so it doesn't stress me. This conference also, I was thinking, select 2-3 conferences before, it was so many people were there, and then another conference, not so many people were there. But then we always learn from nature, you know, that sometimes there is, you know, there is beauty in every whether it's winter or spring. Yes. You know, you see, look at the tree, it has shed all the leaves, but then also it looks beautiful. Yeah. And then it doesn't lament, I have shed all the leaves, it's waiting like that only. Then within few months all the leaves come back and it's so beautiful, glorious then also. So like that in life, things come and go. We take it as it is and know that it is going to change. It will change for the better, and whatever now is the best also. Life teaches us a lot, and I keep looking at the plants and trees. And
Didi, couple of times in our conversation now you have mentioned to learn from nature. For me it's a very big insight, Didi, because we are somewhere in the rooms, not so much outside. So this is something for all of us, I think, too.
Yeah, we should spend a little more time outdoors.
Outdoors.
And in Shishu University, should plant more trees.
Yes,
we
Didi.
have promised now.
Yes, Didi, we will plant
so
in, as you know.
Mission Green Earth. No?
Yes.
So please do help us by planting. Help yourself and help us also.
Yes, Didi, we are committed to it. As it is, as you know, this is Gurudev's such a blessing. Not just about 7-8 years ago, we had only 2 trees. And today we have close to 100,000 trees, 1 lakh trees, and so many fruit bearing trees, flower trees.
I saw them.
Now more than 40 types of birds, Didi, are coming because of this beautiful nature. So we have to, of course, plant more.
And we can plant trees which attract different types of birds also.
Right, Didi, that's true.
So all these things will engage us, and then, you know, that is how we should engage our mind also, you know, stimulate them instead of only focusing on people. Focus on nature. and then that perseverance which you are saying will come to you, and that is very important, because if you see the nature, how whether it's windy or rainy, it bends and then come back, all the trees and plants, even if it breaks again, there's new shoot is coming.
Correct.
So we need to learn that, you know, just some small little disturbance, small little failures are not the end of the.
It should not shake us.
It should not. It should be unshakable.
Yes. Didi, can I ask you a few short answer questions?
So many you asked. I hope you're not getting.
A few more.
Okay.
Didi, what just like one word answers are also good if you can find them. What touches you the most?
Baby's eyes and smile.
What moves you? What moves your heart?
I see the cows when I go to the Goshala. They are so still and at the same time so, you know, expressive. I feel, yeah.
What inspires you?
Inspires Gurudev.
You laugh so much. What makes you laugh?
I'm happy.
Happy. You are happy. Yeah.
Makes me laugh. You make me laugh.
I make you laugh. Yeah, sometimes I try to. When you wake up, what about life do you look forward to?
Another glorious day.
Another glorious day. Wow.
With so many birds chirping and all the flowers smiling at you and lovely, lovely people around me.
The last question. What according to you is a complete woman?
A contented woman.
So nice, Didi. I can go on and on, but of course your time is precious. So thank you so much for this conversation and such nuggets and such pearls of wisdom and insight. It is very valuable for us. Wish you a very happy Women's Day.
Thank you.
And you are such a huge inspiration for all of us. So please keep inspiring and blessing us. Thank you very much.
Jai
And
Gurudev.
we are waiting for your visit to Shri Shri University. It's been a long gap now. Didi.
Yeah, I'll
You
come.
have to promise to come soon.
Sure.
Jai
Jai
Gurudev.
Gurudev.